Alright guys, bolted the carb on, and it's going to be the first sustained run try, and see what happens. I guess I should put a little bit more air in the tire. Get this thing to run halfway decent. I want to drive it back and forth a little bit. I can't go too far with it, but I still don't have steering. But I want to go forward and back enough to see if everything is kosher and working or not. I'll figure out where the hole is in this tire. Probably on the bottom. Where it's sitting normal. Okay, without further ado, let's try it. Redneck Racing fuel cell is installed. Carburetor is not. Well, it is leaking a little bit. Oh, I never did tighten the bowl up, did I? That's why it's leaking. Steve. Hold on. 9/16, not half inch. I don't know if I need to, so. On, and crank away. See what happens. Once I turned the idle down, it fell on its face. It is smoking a little bit, but not bad. It seems like it runs pretty good. I didn't even know that I had the spark plug tape. Not really. I think it's burning off all the oil and stuff on the exhaust that going on, so let me put a little bit more gas in my tank, because it was it's got enough in it. It definitely wasn't idling there. It initially was. Let's one more time. Seems like a pretty sound machine. I think you guys can see through the smoke screen. Nice. Alright, time to break for lunch. I'm happy with that. So as far as stuff I have to put on a 424, I have a toolbox for it here. And this grill has a headlight assembly in it that is good, best of my knowledge. Probably needs bulbs, but a grill over there. I got another tank, actual orange tank. And I think I'm gonna put this MacGyver steering rod off my 430 on here just to drive it around for now, because the one that's on here, I don't think there's any fixing it. I mean, I could try like building it up with a weld around the outside or something and peening it back over, but I think it's just toast. Oh yeah, I broke the whole end off of it. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do anything with that one. I did bring another one over here that the ball was wore out of, which is this one. And I might be able to do something with that. So, see. So, down here laying underneath the tractor, I don't know if you guys can hear in the background, it's raining, but I ended up putting the MacGyvered tie rod end on, because it's a whole lot better than nothing at the moment. So, if I get a moment, I'll try and put another one of these together. Because I got a couple, because I have, I don't know what I did with the ball socket I took off of there, but I could try and make it in there. Or I thought about cutting the end, the one that has a good end off, and putting it on the other one. In consideration, I have it laying on the hood right there, but I don't know. It's always something. I just look around down here a little bit. It's definitely a 10. I'm pretty sure it's 422 or 482 or something like that is the serial number on this. Nope. You guys weren't anywhere near it, but I think I could probably see it on the camera better there than I can in person. But definitely 10, 10-4, something, 8 perhaps. So, anyhow. I swear guys, that piece of fuel line looks fairly new. Like somebody had been monkeying with this thing not so long ago. But I know the fuel line's plugged because usual mud dauber's nest in the end of the steel line, but just kind of checking the frame over. Excuse me. I'm a little bit tired, but I don't see any major breaks or anything. Before I go and start using it, look up in there real close around the steering, not seeing anything. I know the latches are rusted solid for like the implements and everything, but the only thing I have found so far is this cracked weld right there. Right there, and them two pieces I showed back there at the frame ears, but that's all I'm seeing. Everything else is looking kosher anyhow. Yeah, you can just see the brown ooze coming out of the forward and reverse linkage there. So that's what all these linkages will be doing that once you use them a little bit. Since that had a PB blaster in it, it's grinding it up into like a mix and it's coming out that way. Or if it was dry, it would come out like a powder, but if it was dry, I don't know if you would get it to move at all, but it'll all loosen up here with a little bit of use. Everything has loosened up thus far, so like I said in the beginning, getting that initial turn on this sort of stuff is the fun part. Then after that, it'll work itself out one way or the other, good or bad. So, okay, I'm going to blow the fuel lines out, and we'll throw that other fuel tank up front, and we'll just see if that fuel pump back here is any good. Because if the fuel pump's any good, then I can at least get rid of my MacGyver tank back here, because I don't have a key switch today to put in this. And because with the key switch, then I could try out the rest of the electrical and check the charging system and stuff. But as of right now, it's not possible. So bring it back when I manage to get off from underneath this tractor. Yep. So check this out, guys. I got fuel through there, and if you crank it, fuel pump works. Let me shut the fuel off here so it stops running out all over the exhaust to catch fire. So yeah, all I really need is a hunk of fuel line, and I can make this run off the fuel system. So, leaking onto this fitting here too. I didn't tighten any of this up. I was just trying to see if it would work, and it does. So, let's tighten this up until it bottoms out. Click. Yeah, this here is loose too. Okay, let me get the adapter and put in there, and then have that sorted out, and then I can get some fuel line. And I blew through all the lines, and they're all clear now. Should have had you guys charging while I wasn't using it, but anyhow. Only need a piece of fuel line right here, and I'm gonna put a filter. That's the only real place I have to put a filter is right there. And it'd be nice to have a shut off, but I'm not going to get too picky right now. And I just need a piece of rubber hose in the front, probably about yay long too, to go up onto the tank. And we should be pretty much ready to run this thing. I showed you guys the tie rod end. Throttle and choke cables would be nice, but that's kind of, it's optional. You can remote control it. Bah humbug. So, okay, let me get the camera charging and stuff. And if it stops raining enough here, I gotta move 2 machines to get this out and pick up all this crap. It's not gonna focus on there. Go the 16G and the 8199. I really don't want them sitting out in the rain, so if it stops raining, I will. If not, there's always another night. So tried running it off the fuel system, and the hard line has a bunch of holes in it. And there's one that's right in here. It was squirting right on top of the coil. And then down here, this fitting's leaking. Looks like that fitting's leaking. So I'm gonna say the factory steel lines are FUBAR. So I'm gonna have to find at least two more elbows minimum, and then I'll at least do the engine part, and then I can hook it up to a remote racing fuel cell or whatever. But I don't know if I have any fuel. I don't have any more hose clamps. That's gonna be my problem, is hose clamps. So not gonna get done today, I don't think. What are you gonna do? Alrighty guys, got a couple different things going on here. I have the positive wire hooked up to the ignition coil there, which turns the generator light on and stuff. And I've hooked the generator up, so we'll see if the generator light goes out. I know the generator's working. So without further ado here, let's see what'll happen. Oh, other thing which I didn't mention, which is the whole reason I'm trying this. Carburetor I had on there, the throttle shaft bushings were so bad that basically I could set the idle one time and be fine. Then the next time, or at some point while it was running, it would idle down and die. And I kept playing with it, go back and forth. There's just so much play in them. I took a torch and heated up the choke shaft in this and the main jet in the original carb. Then I took the float and the gaskets and the carb bowl off the one I had on there and put on this one. So now you guys are basically up to speed with what I'm doing here. So here's hoping I got a good. Now I know I got a decent ground, because otherwise the generator light wouldn't come on up there when I turned it on. So here we go. I have it set at idle, but I have no idea what it's going to do. My adjusting screwdriver's over there. The off is right there. If it starts grenading, run for the door, guys. stiff, but it does work. It'll work right up until the jump box fell off of there. This isn't exactly like the ultimate fuel tank location, but I don't want to waste any zip ties today, alright? I have a voltmeter out here. I was checking the generator. The light's not going out. But cover off contact. Well, it's running pretty good, so you guys want to get this thing out and drive it? I'm game. Only got to clean up all the parts behind it.